Where you be finding these hoes at? Nah, they be finding me. I just be scrolling on Twitter. Not like that though. Not like that though. Yeah. Twitter is the only app where you can see a Bible verse, a nigga get his head blown off in GTA, and somebody having sex. That's the only app that you can see literally all three within like 5 scrolls. I kid you not. Y'all know the girl that like fucked 100 guys in a day? This is her. 100 niggas in a day. Let's talk about it though.
Last couple of months, things have gotten even darker in the world of OF girls. We had previously discussed how Bad Baby, aka the Catch Me Outside girl,
Catch me outside, how about that?
made loads of money on OF the day she turned 18.
Where you be finding these hoes at? Nah, they be finding me. I just be scrolling on Twitter. Not like that though. Not like that though. And I just be seeing them. Twitter is the only app where you can see a Bible verse, a nigga get his head blown off in GTA, and somebody having sex. That's the only app that you can see literally all three within like 5 scrolls. I kid you not. Word to bro. I kid you not.
Is it true you made over $1 million in your first 6 hours?
Yes.
And
I couldn't be no girl, bro. Yo, I'm so glad I have my morals, bro. Nah, you can't on Pornhub, alright. We definitely be on different sides of Twitter.
you have many other girls making tens of
It's not as bad anymore.
And one girl specifically made $43 million last year on OF alone.
I was serving at a regular minimum wage job, driving there every day. I'm like, what can I do different?
Which breaks down to over $199,000 per hour for her work week.
$4 million in a month? Yeah. It's weird, because she also looks 14, so get your bag, I guess.
Thanks.
I mean, these chicks are out here putting up bigger numbers than NBA stars. One guy specifically has sent her over $4.3 million since he stumbled upon her page. And she claims to have never even met
$40 million in a month?
As Charlie. And the lore actually gets much sadder when you watch this video of the very same girl when she's a child saying what she wants to be when she grows up.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor and an astronaut.
Oh my god, that is so precious. I've never actually heard anybody say they want to be an astronaut. Because, you know, obviously it never works, that's why. But like...
Yeah, sometimes reality...
40? Not 40, I mean 4 million in a month?
does hit you fast. Either way, $4 million
Nah, somebody posting their
on
music
some
on
digital
Pornhub
cheeks
is crazy.
has to be just about the biggest waste of
Actually
money
insane.
I've ever seen.
You blew it!
Like that is some Black Mirror parasocial down bad behavior this fellow is partaking in. But at least that relationship remained online, whereas these 2 other girls from London have been running around trying to break records for the most people they can sleep with in one day.
On a picked up. Join the video to be picked up. Yeah. How many shoes are you guys counting? Wait. Whoa, these are all the guys. There's more in there as well.
It's almost like when an NFL or MLB team holds open
insane,
tryouts for
nigga.
the general public.
Fucking insane.
In this case, the whole event is one chick busting it wide open for her many followers. Or in some cases, just random men off the street that they can find. And for that video, she was specifically looking for 100 men to run the choo-choo, and a man named Josh Peters actually made a documentary on the entire event. And some of the things shown in it are downright sad, but also teach a great lesson.
Okay. Ladies, my ladies in here. Love yourself always. Because if you don't love yourself and y'all out here doing shit like this, I'm gonna whoop y'all ass.
Like when she talks about the fact that her father now wants nothing to do with her because she is so embarrassing.
Have you like recognized any of the names in here of people that you might know?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's been some guys like outwardly say like we used to go to school together.
Wow.
Or some of like dad's friends and stuff like that.
Dad's friends?
Yeah. I do feel a little bit like embarrassed being like, Mom and Dad, I'm 100 guys.
Why?
I guess because
a little?
it's
Excuse
not
me?
really what my parents would have wanted me to do.
and that despite the monetary
That
success,
bitch said a little.
she feels that most men see her as an object because of her line of work. There are also other anecdotal stories
That bitch said a
presented
little.
here to suggest that
I
this
feel a little
lifestyle isn't
embarrassed.
exactly all it's cracked up to be, and it seems like many of the people who do partake in this industry are left
Like
with
what?
some sort of PTSD.
The problem is that when you sign up to objectifying yourself, it's like you're signing a deal with the devil. Like, no one is going to see you as a human being. It gets to the point where everyone
But nigga,
objectifies
100
you. That's
niggas
the reality
in
of
a
it. Like
day?
a cash cow.
I also found it interesting that she makes the point that everyone starts out innocent enough, maybe just taking lewd photos in lingerie or a swimsuit, but eventually once the money and the offers start coming in to get more explicit, it's hard not to say yes.
Before you know it, you're having on camera.
And is that something you regret?
There's a lot I regret on there.
But to me, there's really not enough money in the world to fill the void that comes with selling your soul. I mean, just think about it, guys. Everywhere you go, you don't know who's seen this shit. I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about family, I'm talking about future associates, and maybe even just random people out there on the street. And it also came to my attention that when she did put out the notice to her fans that she would be having this open invitation, the messages were rolling in.
So how are you doing this? You put out a phone number
Yeah.
and people can just apply?
Yeah, so I put out a little Twitter post, and all you do always have to send in a photo of you holding your ID, 2006.
Oh my god,
So
how
what's
does that make him? So 18.
18, yeah.
When the actual date came, a lot of these guys pussied out, most likely because they are accustomed to never even being around a woman in the first place, and most of them likely just stay at home paying to look at pictures and videos of other men beating up the box.
It doesn't seem like things are going great. There are a lot of guys cancelling. They're scrambling now to find people at the last minute. I don't
Nigga,
understand
what?
how the guys they're scrambling to find at the last minute are going to get STI checks in time.
Funny, like on the text it was like, you know, if you have any friends who'd like to take part, and I was like, oh.
And despite what she claims, I know this has to have some sort of deep psychological impact on her.
It's not for the weak, girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Well, I guess her friends saw this behavior and decided that she wanted a piece of that online attention. So she went on a quest to be with 1,000 different men in one day. I am absolutely...
Alright, bro. Okay. It gets to a point, my nigga, where it's like, ill. Like, nigga, just ill. Like, ill, nigga. Ill.
Serious.
What?
I'm the girl that lets men queue for hours.
Ew.
But on the 11th of January, I'm hosting an event and I want to give you a ticket.
Ew.
So you can skip the queue and then get straight.
Nigga, ew.
And her methods for recruitment had some people shaking their heads in disgust.
Like, nigga, what?
Just watch as she tries to
What's
get
up,
this
Jaden?
young man who's just trying to make some money working at Five Guys to get involved.
I just wondered, I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the Five Guys from?
Please let me ice. No, Jaden, no. Jaden, you're not Swiss cheese and nobody. Damn it, Jaden, no.
Five Guys. I didn't know if there was like a special room where you can take me out back.
No, I don't think that's happening.
What about after your shift? I mean, I'd want to give you, you know, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm with...
I would have said, get away from me, thought.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like, how is that not straight up solicitation? The dude is obviously young and good.
Like, bro, I would have said, get away from me, thought.
For having his head on straight, but she openly brags about this type of behavior over and over again.
Okay, so you Karen think you're going to stop me sleeping with your sons, but I know my rights and I know exactly what I'm doing.
It's no secret, I'm the girl that slept with over 100 barely legal 18-year-olds at Nottingham for Freshers Week.
And the dude from Five Guys actually came out on Twitter to say that this wasn't on his bingo card and that he thought it was funny at first, but in hindsight he questioned why she never asked for his age, why she was
He said, nigga, what?
and why
That's
she
my
never
hood.
asked him for his consent to post the video in the first place. Because you know these short little videos are really just all promotion and to create buzz around this 1,000 men freak off. Either way, eventually they would find 1,000 nasty individuals to spelunk this cave.
Hey boys, I'm only a few minutes away from 73 New Cavendish Street. Come right now and me.
I'm sorry, but this has to be illegal. Like, if this was a man posting these videos online, the sick fuck would end up on a watch list. And she even has the audacity to call this a family event.
I'm hosting a family event this Sunday near Oxford Circus in London, and I'd love you and the boys to be there.
And then they even posted a video of all the sick dudes waiting in line for their turn. Like, can you imagine being number 1,000? Well,
you want to go last? This nigga's weird. This nigga's weird.
Like, he doesn't deserve oxygen anymore. Like, at that point, would you even feel anything? And really, would you want to? It would be like getting the 1,000th lick on a community scoop of ice cream. It's just disgusting.
This nigga really said he want to go
Off
last.
that nasty wall that they have in Spain or whatever the fuck it is, and chewing that shit up in your mouth. It's just nasty. I also like how half these blokes are dressed on some Peaky Blinders shit, and the other half just have on crusty tube socks. I mean, just think about it. This was a decision that these men had a lot of time to ponder as they stood there in line next to their fellow man. And I just gotta say it, if they all ended up catching something after this, I would not feel bad for a single one of these individuals.
Nah, deadass.
Afterwards, this is what she had to say about the event and her partaking in it.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago. The big 1,000 was completely done. The room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
Yeah, this woman is out here handing out generational trauma.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, people.
And her holding up that sign like she's Wilt fucking Chamberlain after his 100-point game is some nasty work. Like, who the hell is actually turned on by this type of content? In the end, this only took 12 hours of straight hot dog time to accomplish, meaning that each participant had around 40 seconds of fun.
No, not a train. This bitch got a train station ran on her, twin. Not just a train. This bitch got a train station ran on her. An actual train station. And it's like, bro, like, nigga, it's like morals nowadays, bro. It's out the fucking door, bro.
Before it was time to go. Overall, I think the normalization of this type of shit is very bad for our society, especially for young men and how it affects the way they look at and treat women. Like back in the day, it's not like all the corn stars were public figures. In fact, most of them were likely shamed. But nowadays, it's like you're just a girl boss for doing this type of shit. They'll show you off at sporting events. You can make public appearances. I mean, it's ridiculous. And a big part of me just doesn't understand the appeal of paying for something that is so readily available. And I also think everyone involved in this little fiasco has something deeply wrong with them. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I understand that nasty stuff like this has been going on since the dawn of time, but the fact that it's becoming so
Playboy would have loved her.
And like young preteens or teenage boys or teenage girls are being introduced to this type of stuff and these type of people in regular spaces like Instagram or Twitter, where they're just doing their thing openly, trying to draw these individuals in. I don't know, something about that, it really just does not sit right with me. But I want to know what you guys think about this phenomena down below. Personally, I think this chick should be in jail. I don't know, I just can't shake the theory that if this was a man and the roles were reversed, well, the cops would be at her fucking door. Either way, some of y'all need to start thinking with the right head. Y'all stop paying for this shit. Y'all don't be participating in this type of thing. I promise you there's a much better way to spend your time and your money. Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bruh. This shit nasty as fuck. But the nigga mentally though, the nigga who said he wants to go last, somebody help him. Help him.